One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, 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 oh, glory, glory.
Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon formed against, yes, glory is destined. Everyday women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, the spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up.
Freedom Day, a day that commemorates the liberation of our country and its people from a prolonged period of colonialism and white minority domination.
King pointed to the mountaintop and we ran up.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure.
Are you ready for this? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Hectic.
No VJ. It is a Music Friday and I hope you guys are super excited to join us today because ek kan nie wag om die show te begin nie want the entire week has been about Freedom Week en vandag vier ons Vryheidsdag. So sit back, relax and do enjoy the ride. Prepare yourself to be entertained. Maar natuurlijk ek is alleen vandag is dit clash also in the building.
Yebo, yes guys, mulweni kuni nonke emakhaya igama lami ndinguzinhle Dunga and of course nami ndikhona kwinqubetsho namhlanje ka Hectic 99 apha ke ku-SABC2 where you belong of course. Ke namhlanje is of course Freedom Day and the reason why sibhiyoza le mini is because ngomhla ka-1994 our parents and nokhokho bethu ke bona bafola kwi-queue belindele vota for the new democratic South Africa and this week that's exactly why we have been celebrating abantu ke who fought for the liberation of our country and namhlanje we'll be speaking about utata Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela yena ke wayi-president yalapha eMzansi but also because it is a Music Friday we are joined by a lot of guests namhlanje. It's definitely going to be hashtag hectic. I'm talking about Forbes Millie, I'm talking about Sean, I'm talking about Valentina, and I am talking about Retro Roots.
Yeah, and of course the talented dancers behind us, SP Dance Studio, they're in the building. We get to know them a little bit better and they'll be letting us know how they go about expressing their freedom through their art form. Plus, we get into another round of our translator challenge. Nou dit nog soveel meer van vandag plaasdag hier op Hectic 99, so maak seker julle mis dit nie.
Yeah, well, yes, guys, you guys are definitely free to hit us up on social media. Don't forget to use the hashtag Hectic and Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are at Hectic99. We want to know, what does it mean to you to be free? How has freedom impacted your life? Let us know. But guys, as she is waiting at the Freedom for 27 race, where she will be looking at what the race is all about, as well as being at the very place where Nelson Mandela took his very first steps to freedom.
Hectic.
Welcome Hectic 99ers. It is all about running today, being active, getting that energy up. Now right about now I'm chilling with the boys and girls and we are about to run this race. Now boys and girls, are you guys ready? Yeah! Ladies, I cannot hear you. Are you ready? Yeah! Okay. So on your marks, get set, go! are sharing the same ground as Nelson Mandela. This is extremely big for most of South Africans and people right around the world. Now, boys and girls, we are celebrating his centenary celebration, and he would have been 100 years old this year. Now, to get this year started on the right track, see what I mean? See what I was getting to? Actually, it doesn't even matter. Boys and girls, round about now, I am standing at a marathon celebration of our late President Nelson Mandela. Now we've got people running, we've got people crawling, we've got people jumping on the same path that Nelson Mandela walked on the 11th of February 1919 as he took his first few steps of freedom. Now today is extremely exciting, and I'm actually standing on the ground that Nelson Mandela walked on. How cool is that? Well, let's carry on with our amazing journey here today. My mentor, if ever you've wondered about Mandela's first steps of freedom after being in prison for 27 years, we're here to tell you. Although Nelson Mandela was famously imprisoned on Robben Island after the Rivonia trial from 1962 to 1964, he was actually moved to 2 prisons in Cape Town during the last years of his imprisonment. Now, Utata was first transferred to Paulsmoor prison in Cape Town between 1982 and 1988, but was transferred here to Victor Verster prison, as it was called then, now called the Drakensberg prison. This was where Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela took his first steps of freedom on the 11th of February 1990. Well, there you have it, boys and girls. We are still sharing the same ground as Nelson Mandela did on the 11th of February 1990 as he took his very first few steps of freedom. Now we are celebrating his century celebration, and today we are finding out more about which other events are held to celebrate our late President Nelson Mandela.
I was not born with a hunger to be free. I was born free. Free in every way that I could know. Free to run in the fields near my mother's hut. Free to swim in the clear stream that ran through my village. Free to roast mealies under the stars and ride the broad backs of slow-moving bulls. As long as I obeyed my father and abided by customs of my tribe, I was not troubled by the laws of man or God. Those are the words of Utata uNelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Utata uNelson Rolihlahla Mandela wazalwa ngomhla we-18 kaJuly 1918 kwisapho likaMadiba eMvezo eTranskei. When Nelson Mandela was 12, utatakhe wasweleka, wakhuliswa by the regent at the Great Palace eMqhekezweni. uNelson Mandela wayefunda eFort Hare University efundela iBA, where he was expelled after joining a student protest. He then moved to Johannesburg, apha waqala uphangela khona as a security guard kwi-gold mine, and later worked as a legal clerk in the law firm whilst egqiba iBA degree yakhe through iUNISA. In 1943, uMandela waqala iLLB yakhe eWits University, apha ke waqala ipolitics from 1944 after he helped to start the ANC Youth League. Utata uNelson Mandela wathi wagqiba ke izifundo zakhe, obtaining his LLB degree through UNISA 27 years later. Utata wabanjwa ngomhla we-5 zika-August, and he was charged with leaving the country illegally and encouraging the strike. He was convicted and sentenced on the 7th of November 1962 to 5 years in prison. Utata wachitha iminyaka e-18 eRobben Island, and ngoku wayesePaulsmoor eKapa in 1985 wayesibhedlele. In 1988, Utata wayesibhedlele for isifo sephepha. 3 months later, he was moved to Victor Verster prison, where he spent his last 14 months in prison. Utata wakhululwa ngecawe nge-11 February 1990, 19 days after the unbanning of the ANC and the PAC. Abanye osopolitiki were freed and exiles returned. For lo msebenzi, Utata kwaye no-President F.W. de Klerk won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. Ngomhla we-10 kaMeyi 1994, Utata wathweswa as South Africa's first democratically elected president and stepped down after 1 term. Emveni koba Utata ethathe umhlalaphansi, waqhubekeka esebenza esakha izikolo nekliniki, highlighting HIV, children and leadership. Ngomhla we-5 zikaDisemba ngo-2013, utata wasweleka kwikhaya lakhe eliseGauteng. Nelson Mandela, a leader that fought for South Africa to be liberated. Now you guys know more about utata Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, a leader in South Africa. Stay tuned, boys and girls, because when we come back, we continue with Freedom Day.
Hectic.
Welcome back to Hectic 99. Thank you so much for still tuning in. Namhlanje is the Freedom Day. Music Friday apha kwa Hectic 99. The hashtag is, of course, #Hectic. Before the break, all about Freedom Day and all about Nelson Mandela. And we want you guys to interact with us online and let us know how has freedom impacted your life. Online. So apha ke ku Twitter, uthi Quentin #Hectic. Freedom has impacted my life in many forms of change, and also I can stand up on my own and my voice can be heard. On Facebook, it helped me a lot in expressing myself and telling my opinions without people telling me that I'm being disrespectful. There is still a difference, I must just say that. #Hectic. It helped me. I'm free to express my emotions, my gender, my religion. I'm free to talk to anyone and travel anywhere, wherever I want. I'm free to study at any university of my choice, and I'm free to not being forced into slavery. Thank you, Shani, for that. #Hectic. It helped me a lot. Now I can travel to anywhere in South Africa without being discriminated against because I am black and I am proud to be South African. Yes. #Hectic. It helped me to get a proper education and live my life freely, and I'm able to communicate and express myself. I absolutely love that everyone does know that they are free and how freedom has impacted their lives. Guys and girls, thank you so much for that. Don't forget to still continue using that #Hectic. But Paul Wishante will be telling us more about Nelson Mandela and what he actually did. Glandau.
Hectic.
Yo, what's up, HN9ers? Now, if you're joining in now, where have you been, boys and girls? We are at the 27th for Freedom commemoration of our late President, Rolihlahla Nelson Mandela, for the freedom that he brought to South Africa and the world abroad. Now, boys and girls, we are standing on the grounds of Drakensberg prison, where Nelson Mandela took his very first few steps of freedom on the 11th of February 1990. But round about now, we're going to be finding out more news regarding this day. Now, boys and girls, today's anniversary is also extremely important as we are celebrating the centenary celebration of our late President Rolihlahla Nelson Mandela. He would have been 100 years old this year. Yes, in 2018. But boys and girls, I'm about to find out some more information from the organizers as to what else is happening to celebrate our late President Nelson Mandela. So follow me. I'm joined by Brent Walters, and he is the head of department of culture affairs as well as sport. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. So let's get straight into it. It is a celebration for Tata Nelson Mandela. Why do you think it is important that we celebrate him in this manner?
I think it's very important that we celebrate him because of what he stood for.
Yeah.
You take Nelson Mandela's values, he stood for fairness and justice, dignity and non-racialism. And what is important in our country right now is to make sure that all our people are united in a common purpose, that there's hope in our people, and that in the end they look at the history, reflect on it, and take us to greater heights through that. And if you think of the example of Nelson Mandela, at the end of the day, all got to live together in peace and harmony. And I think what we wanted to do here today to be part of this event is to demonstrate that actually sport, through culture, it's a great leveler.
Yes.
We're all equal.
Yes, we are all
And at the end of the day, this is what this event about. It's about. So I walked in the 5-kilometer race.
Wow.
Well, actually it was supposed to be a running race, but I walked. And I did a good time in that race. And I'm very happy. My wife and I walked.
Wow.
Just to be part and live the brand of making sure that sport is actually something that everyone can participate in. So the department's strategy is to provide a range of different opportunities. And if we provide that range of different opportunities, we are hoping that youngsters get attached to at least one of them.
Yes.
Becomes a life interest. Whether they become good at it or not is not important. The fact is they're there every day, they're doing it, they're excited, they're occupied, they're interested, and before they know it, they've grown up, and the rightful citizens of our country.
We all see and celebrate the 11th of February 1990 when Nelson Mandela took the walk of freedom to lead the nation. Now, I would like to know from you, where exactly were you at that time?
So very interestingly, I had the honor and the privilege of having been on the parade on that day when Mr. Nelson Mandela made his first speech to the people of this nation. And he appeared on the podium at about 6 in the evening. It's just a fantastic moment for South Africa, you know. Because basically for a young person in my 20s at that time, it gave us such hope for the future.
Yeah.
And that's really what we want our young people to have today. To have that hope, to feel that moment, and live up to that legacy that he actually left for us. Because he walked, he had many steps to freedom.
Yeah.
He set a pathway for us.
Yes.
And what we got to do now is follow that path.
Yes.
And our young people got to grab that.
Yeah.
And so I was a young person then. I was so honored and privileged to be part of that. And really to be here today is just really an honor and a privilege for me.
I feel so honored to be sitting next to somebody that was actually there on the event and somebody that actually walked with Nelson Mandela's vision. Thank you so very much for joining us. There you have it, boys and girls. The greatness is on its way. Well, it's already here. I hope you guys are having an amazing time. Do not forget to use the hashtag #BeTheLegacy, and we will see you right after this.
Hectic.
And we continue celebrating Freedom Day right here on Hectic 99. So be sure to keep it locked. Mark up on the hashtag Hectic, and hop onto Facebook and Twitter and let us know what does Freedom Day mean to you, and also how you guys go about expressing your freedom. Now, as promised, we are joined by amazing artists right here in the HN9 building. And joining me on the couch of courage, we are joined by Fourth Millie as well as Sean. Welcome to Hectic 99, guys.
Thank you so much.
Awesome, and happy Freedom Day.
Happy Freedom
Lovely.
Day to you too.
Now, before we get started and finding out more about individuals as an artist, and also how you guys went on this musical journey, what does Freedom Day mean to you? Let's start with you, Millie.
It's actually being free from being oppressed. You can have your own rights, doing what you feel in a right way, actually, without any greater boundaries.
Yes.
Just to do, in a certain way you feel.
True that. And for you, Sean?
I think Freedom Day, is that day we can celebrate, and tell ourselves, we really are free to do whatever we want to do. Isn't like creatives, we create music, but sometimes we have boundaries, There's certain stipulations that you don't have to cross, but because of freedom, like you can do whatever you want to do. You can be wild, you can be free. That's all because of freedom. So I just want to say, Freedom Day is the day that we all get to celebrate, and I'm thankful that it's there.
Awesome. Now, speaking about music, how do you guys go about expressing your freedom through music? Sure.
So what happens is, as I'm writing music, these are like my thoughts, Sometimes you come across thoughts that are like provoking, because when I'm writing, I'm trying to express what I've been through and what I feel and what people think of me as an artist and what I see in our society. Because at the end of the day, I'm not writing for myself only, I'm writing for the society.
Yes.
So I feel like because of freedom now, you're free to say this without any boundaries or without any danger of what's going to happen to you as an artist. So I just want to say Freedom Day is like the greatest day as artists, because we are free to talk,
True that.
So there's no barriers.
And on your side, how do you go about expressing your freedom through your music, Fort maybe?
Yeah, it's actually the same. Like we have no limits now in our music. We just do what you feel.
Yes,
music is a feeling, most things. So there's a time we feel like we need to do this, but now we can just do what we feel because there's no actually limits.
True that.
So we can
and
just...
speaking of which, you actually have a song that relates to that. So guys, listen to this and then we'll chat about it, okay? Okay. Please tell me a little bit more about this song and also the inspiration behind it, and also the type of beat that you used when creating this song.
The song is actually talks about the streets, like environment, what's going on with the kids, actually, like youth. That means actually we actually working on. I mean, the hook actually says the most of inspiring the kids, like in a hustle way, like if we can work together, we can just come up with
True that.
yeah.
Lovely. Now, speaking of which, you guys will also be performing another song later on today's show. Please tell me a little bit more about that, the inspiration behind, and also how did this collaboration come about?
When you're an artist, you must have a mind of hustling.
Yeah.
You know, who to mingle, who to talk with, what to do, and how to create music. Actually. So it's like with my boy Sean, we've been like back days. We've been struggling to get a proper platform where we can
take our voice, you know.
Yeah, take our music too. So it's like we meet different people like each and every time, you know. So it's like we came up like with an idea where we can mingle with AB Crazy and put him on our track together. So that means the track is for myself and Sean featuring AB Crazy.
That's amazing. I can't wait to hear it later on. So you guys at home better stick around because that you do not want to miss right on HN9 as we continue celebrating Freedom Day. Now, speaking of which, we also told you we are joined by an amazing dance group right here in the building, and they're waiting and ready to perform just for you guys and dolls. So sit back, relax, and do enjoy because here they are, the SB Dance Studio.
She's talking loud, you should hear it, you should hear the crowd. Better sign of f***ing wave, I need no heart attack. I'm on the grind, can't you see me, please get on my back. Need a cover right now, need a cover bad. Need a rolling right now, need it really fast. Give me cheese right now, wave it get on spaz. Need a cover bad, need some steady stand. I need a covered man, staying humble is the honest plan. If I do kid, you should take a hit. I got a real plan, need to run the shit. Go, you say, in this band, should be riding with me, watch me flip the switch. Got a straight degree, I'm the realest kid. You ain't never getting in my business. Got a target, I'm making hit lists. Record labels pay no interest, clubs never pay no interest. Working hard like a bunnish, yes. You and your standard, yeah. I ain't even from around, yeah. Never getting noticed for the shit that I do. Being the rapper that you probably knew, you'd happily post about my lyrics too, but you don't, cause you done it, that I've been through. Spitting going hard and the nights go hard. I could never be the man that I probably should, but it's all good, I'm the big bad wolf. Huffing and puffing like a dip at the shoot. Damn, this is so damn good. Shed it with all my guns, yeah. Right now,
Welcome back to HN9. It is, of course, still a Music Friday. And the person behind the beats is, of course, Retro Roots. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good, thanks. So let's get straight into our interview. You know stranger to HN9.
No.
What does Freedom Day mean to you?
Freedom Day to me, freedom on its own to me, means the right to express yourself unapologetically.
Yes.
And then also knowing that even though people judge, it's not your business.
True that, yes. And how would you say you go about expressing your freedom through your music?
Well, every single song I get to play, it's all expression. Everything gets expressed through the music, like, and the places that I get to go, the person that I get to be me. By doing what I love, and that on its own is freedom.
Absolutely right. So what are you doing for the rest of Freedom Day? Where can we catch you? Where can we find you?
Well, you can actually stay tuned to my social media channels and check where I'm playing. I'm playing at a few different spots. I know I'm also playing many spots over the weekend.
Many spots. Just find you on social media, and that's that. Retro Roots, right?
Retro Roots.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to listen to your beats throughout the entire show. Doing a really good job right there. Guys and girls, getting Vile Retro Roots. Ogo Chanel is speaking to Valentina on the red couch.
That is correct, guys. We are still celebrating Freedom Day right here on HN9. Be sure to hop onto Facebook and Twitter and be part of the conversation. Mark a break from the hashtag Hectic, and let us know what freedom means to you. Now, speaking of which, we are joined by another amazing artist in the HN9 building. Who'll be giving us the lowdown on how he goes about expressing his freedom with his music, guys and dolls. Valentino, welcome to HN9.
Thank you for having me, man.
Awesome. And first of all, happy Freedom Day to you. Thank you. What does Freedom Day mean to you exactly? exactly? And also, how do you go about expressing your freedom through your music?
Freedom for me, it means being able to move from one place to another. Being able to go to school, to come back, to go to work without being, victimized, without being scared of, your life being endangered or whatever the case might be.
Okay.
Yes, and it is the very same freedom that you and I are sitting today. If it wasn't of this freedom, we're not gonna have any opportunity to do this.
True that.
Yes.
And then, with you being a musician or an artist, how do you go about expressing your freedom through your music?
Basically, I got inspired by the movement in 1984, the British anti-apartheid movement, whereby they organized a concert for Free Nelson Mandela.
Yes,
Remember that?
yes,
Remember that?
yes.
So that indicates to you how music has got power to change the environment. And the very same concert, it really got attention of Commonwealth leaders, whereby they issued a program to sanction South Africa economically, forcing the apartheid regime to abolish and disband apartheid.
Oh, wow.
So that inspires me to write songs which are meaningless, songs which are classics, songs which will inspire people as well. Yes.
Now, speaking about writing songs and creating, how do you go about, making or creating a song? Would you say the lyrics come before the melody, or does it come naturally and then only afterwards you will add the beat to it? How do you go about working?
Melody first. I start singing melody, whatever. Even if I'm in the shower, I will just start with melody. Now yet you came to this world.
Oh, wow.
And then go to my studio and just take a piano and start playing and the beat. That's it.
And who would you say are some of those artists in South Africa, locally or even internationally, that really inspires you?
I got inspired by the likes of Brenda Fassie. I got inspired by Chico Twala, who Brenda had a song that said, Our Black President. I think it was in 1996.
Yes,
Remember the song that says, Let it be peace in our land? Various artists. Those songs inspired me. Those songs had message, has meaningful messages. So I got inspired by that. Yes, now I think Kelly Kumalo inspires me with her vocal talent as well. I've got who inspires me. Generally in gospel as well. Benjamin Dube, this guy has been in the industry for such a long time, even today still, so that inspires me.
And what I love about you is the fact that you're not just trying to change the world with your music, but you also want to do that by representing people. So I also know that you're an aspiring lawyer. Please tell me why you're so infatuated to go that route as well.
Of course. We need to help people. So I think I'm going to be a human rights lawyer.
Okay.
So basically, there are people who cannot afford a basic consultation of law. So I need to represent the masses, the oppressed.
Yes.
Those people who don't have voice, those people who are at the poor communities that don't even have access to basic things.
True.
So we need people who can do that, who can represent them. And I think I can do that.
Lovely. And for viewers watching and they want to follow in your footsteps, what words of encouragement do you have for them?
I would say to them, listen, look, people will say no to you. But South Africa's got about close to 50 million people. Just find people who are going to say yes to you.
Yes.
Simple as that. And follow your passion. And understand that things got time. Things are they're not going to happen at your own time and at your own pace. So you need to understand that there's a season for everything. There's a season for summer, winter, but it's not going to last for a long time.
True that. Oh, I love it. Valentina, thank you so much for being here today, guys. Do remember to keep it locked, because later on he will be performing right here on the HN9 stage with a track called Live that you do not want to miss. But guys, keeping it with Freedom Day, let's go check in again with Shantae, and this time around she chats to the participants and find out exactly what Freedom Day means to them.
Hectic.
Hallo my mense, nou as julle nou eens inskakel, waar was julle gewees? Vandag vier ons voormalige president Rolihlahla Nelson Mandela met a 27 for Freedom campaign, honoring him for all he's done and the freedom that he's brought to our country. And he walked this very road that we are standing on right now on the 11th of February 1990. How cool is this? Boys and girls, ek gaan 'n bietjie meer informasie kry vir participants oor hoe hulle voel oor vandag se reis. So volg vir my. We are chilling with Florrie at a primary school as well as Yusuf. But we're going to be asking Yusuf some questions as he also participated in today's run for freedom. Hey Yusuf, how are you?
Not too bad, very well, thank you. Really fun run.
Awesome. So what did you learn from the run today?
It's amazing. I learned so much more about history, about some of the sites, about the president. When I was 12 years old, I first read The Long Walk to Freedom, and it was the most inspiring story I've ever read in my entire life. And ever since then, I've always wanted to come here and experience it. So I'm very, very excited to commemorate the man.
Awesome. And I see you've got a really exciting and interesting look right there. Cesar, can you tell us? And your accent is pretty different. So can you tell us exactly where you are from?
Yeah, so I'm from Scotland. So I've been here for 3 weeks, and the reason my hair looks like this is that I'm working with the kids here at Florient, and one of the kids there with me said, Mr. Yusuf, can you please dye your hair blue? So I said, challenge accepted.
Awesome. So they influenced the color. Great stuff.
My name is Jazrika, and I think 40 minutes I ran today.
I would encourage the youth of today to go on this walk so that everybody will be fit and so that everybody will know about this walk and they will encourage the day of Nelson Mandela.
Can you give us your time? What was your time today?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, I know. We're just running the race and getting to the end. It's about finishing the race. Yeah, but yes.
The reason I did it was to celebrate Nelson Mandela, and well, I'm very happy that I can celebrate Nelson Mandela's birthday.
Hy het die freedom gebring en nou was in die ou dae was dit apartheid, nou hy het dit reg gemaak sodat ons en die wit mense kan kommunikeer.
Definitief. Nou die jaar sou Nelson Mandela se 100 jaar wees op die aarde. So wat kan julle sê, wat as Nelson Mandela nog hier was, wat sou jy vir hom gesê het, hoe sal jy vir hom geluk gewens het?
Ek sou vir hom gesê het, Nelson Mandela, baie geluk met die 100ste verjaarsdag. Jy het baie goed gedoen vir ons en ons hoop, ons kan net jy wees eendag goed doen vir ander mense en alles ons bes probeer, net hy probeer.
So Lynn, can you tell us why do you think it's important that we celebrate Nelson Mandela in this manner?
It's because it's our history and it's where we come from, and we have to support the race, and it's just good.
So was it your first time?
My first time, first Mandela race, yes, my first time.
And do you mind telling us your time?
My time is 1 hour, 1 minute.
Wow, that's great. Hey, I was probably going to take like 5 years to do that. So looking at your life, do you think that you are following in the footsteps of our late president?
I think so. You have to strive for what you want and just keep on doing it. Never lose faith.
Well, there you have it, our HN9ers. I hope you guys had an amazing time. I hope you've learned a lot, because I have learned a lot about Urolitlatla Nelson Mandela, and this walk has been absolutely breathtaking. Now, boys and girls, if you have learned anything of today's show, do not hesitate to send them through by using that hashtag #BeTheLegacy. Now, I'm sure that you guys at home will also be celebrating Urolitlatla Nelson Mandela's 100 years that he would have spent on the planet Earth and with all of our beautiful people in South Africa and abroad. We've had an amazing time, and I hope you guys have learned a lot, like I've said. But from us here at the 27 for Freedom Run, it is a $2, and we're gonna get running and celebrating some more right after this. Bye-bye. Bye.
Hectic.
That was Shantae holding it down for the Hectic 99 team, finding out a little bit more about Freedom Day. Guys, do remember to hop onto Facebook and Twitter and share your thoughts on this specific and this important day. And mark up the hashtag Hectic. Now we are joined by an amazing dance crew by the name of SP Dance Studios. Welcome to Hectic 99, guys. Yeah, lovely. And what an amazing performance you guys had earlier on. So big ups on that. Before we get started, it is Freedom Day. So I want to know from a few of you, what does freedom mean to you? Let's start with you, my love. What does freedom mean to you?
Well, freedom basically is just yourself being able to do things without having to hide and having to be scared of judgment or something of the sort.
Awesome. And for you, Shane, what would you say does freedom mean to you?
So for me, in a brief thing, freedom means that it's a day that comes about from all those that made those sacrifices, that today I can get the education and live the lifestyle that I'm living without being judged or without coming across that I'm not privileged enough to be able to do those kind of things. We are given the opportunity to do that now.
Awesome. Now I want you guys to tell me a little bit more about SP Dance Studio, where it all started, and also why did you guys feel the need to start this dance studio?
So SP Dance Studio started out with just 3 friends, actually technically 4, my twin brother as well.
Okay.
Sadly couldn't join us today, but we started this as just a general small idea, just starting to dance in my garage, my old apartment, and as well as his parents' house. Dance there. And then we started with a small community little project that we were doing under Foxtrot Dance Academy.
Okay.
We joined up with them. We started walking around the streets of Reitewag and Alces River as well. We took the children in, we taught them some dancing, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, we ended up losing the venue. And after about a year and a half of trying to find a new place that we can use, a new place that we can do what we love to do, we did find a place called Leading Edge Gym out in Goodwood. They gave us the opportunity and we started up the class. Our main motto, though, that we stand by is that anybody can dance.
Yes, I love that. Anyone can dance.
So that's whether you 5 years old to 62.
No, okay.
Yeah, definitely not. So
Awesome.
like our main goal at the moment is not to be the best studio and things. It's literally just to allow these kids is what matters. So to allow them to come in and express their talent. So that's generally what I'm trying to do at my best. I'm still a baby in the game, but I would really love to try and grow that as much as I can.
Now, speaking of which, I want to know from you guys, why do you love dancing so much? Please tell me, my love. Who's your favorite dancer first?
Fiction.
Ooh, I also like him. He's very, very talented. And why do you love dancing so much?
I love dancing because I like in dancing it's something where you can do hip-hop shows and show everyone your talent.
Yes.
And I love dancing because I don't have to hide anything. I can show
like
the
that.
people what I like to do, and
that's awesome. High five. So one of these days you're going to be a big hip-hop dancer, right?
Yes.
Yes. Anyone else? Please tell me, my love, why do you love dancing so much?
Because I can express myself just the way I want, without anybody judging me.
Now, speaking about expressing oneself, how do you guys go about expressing your freedom through whether it is rap, like you're doing, and also dance with SP Dance Studios?
Well, in terms of the dancing section, I find it as a platform to be myself, and where I don't feel judged in any way, and I can show my emotions through my dance. With every beat, it comes a different emotion, and every level you feel something and you connect with that. With the music, you know.
Awesome. Andrew?
So for me, like, expressing myself through rap, like, you can't tell me that there's not a certain person that doesn't listen to music. It doesn't matter what genre of music it is, and that person feels inspired by that music. So basically, I was inspired by rap music, and I always like aim to tell a story in my music, and like for people to relate to it, you know.
Yes.
No matter what their situation, what they're going through, so I always try and tell a story, and that inspires me, and that's how I express my.
Well, you guys inspire. I said HN9, and I know that you guys inspired a lot of viewers as well. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Really, really appreciate it. And I really salute the work that you guys are doing by trying to change the community through dance. Amazing work. Well, guys, keeping it with a performance on our stage waits to perform for you. Here is Valentino with Love.
Hectic.
It's all about Freedom Day right here on Hectic 99. Be sure to use that hashtag Hectic, and let us know how has freedom impacted your life. And we asked you to send through some of those comments on Facebook and Twitter, and you guys did exactly that. And this is what you guys have to say so far. So we have Lelona who's saying hashtag Hectic. This freedom really inspired me to make a great change because I'm able to talk and give my view on something without being undermined. I love the freedom we have. Thank you, yo. Also, Ronald Lobert said freedom gives us the power to decide who we are, decide what we do, and also decide what we want to be in life. Guys, thank you so much for all those comments. Keep it coming. And like I said, mark a break on your hashtag Hectic. Now, do remember that you can find out more information about this amazing show on our website, which is HN9.co.za. Natuurlijk alles en enigiets wat jy wil weet aangaande ons aanbieders. And then, of course, if you missed out on any of the previous performances, the interviews, or any blog that you would want to catch up on as well, be sure to hop onto Facebook or on our website, HN9.co.za. And guys, do remember to keep sending through your comments and your opinions on exactly what Freedom Day means to you. Now, we are still continue celebrating Freedom Day in the HN9 building, and right about now, Zinhle is chilling with our guests, and she'll be teaching them how to say, "This is my freedom" in a brand new language.
Welcome back to Hectic 99. We're getting a Freedom Day up in studio, as today is, of course, still Freedom Day, and it is a public holiday. The hashtag for today is hashtag Hectic, so don't forget to interact with us online. But girl, we are practicing Inkululeko Yetu on today's show. We're expressing ourselves in different ways. I'm talking about music, I'm talking about dance, and right now I'm still joined by SP Dance Studios. Guys, hello, hey. How are you guys doing? Still cool?
Yeah.
All right, so guys, we are going to play a bit of a translator-ish game, right? So this is the phrase, "This is my freedom," right? And we're going to try to translate this into different languages, okay? So we're going to do Afrikaans, we're going to do Portuguese, which is also spoken in Africa, and we're going to do Swahili, right? And I'll do it in Xhosa, okay? So we have 4 languages, right? So who wants to go first? Should we do Swahili? Should we do Portuguese, Xhosa, Afrikaans? Okay, let's go for Portuguese first, all right?
Is a minha liberdade.
Say it slower.
Is a minha liberdade.
Okay, let's all say it, guys. It's you, minha liberdade. Not too bad. I think that's cool. This is my freedom, right? Okay, cool. Let's go into Afrikaans. Who's doing Afrikaans with us? Okay, cool. This is my freedom.
Dit is my vryheid.
Dit is my vryheid. All right, we can say that, right? Dit is my vryheid. Everyone can say that? Dit is my vryheid. All right, let's go into Swahili.
Hii ni uhuru wangu.
Okay,
Hii ni uhuru wangu. Yes.
Hii ni uhuru wangu. Wow, this seems like practicing freedom indeed. Okay, cool. Then the last one is Xhosa, all right?
Yeah.
Inkululeko yam lena. Inkululeko yam lena. Inkululeko yam lena. Oh man, absolutely love it. Guys, give it up for yourselves, man. Absolutely love it, exercising our freedom. Guys and girls, we are going for a quick commercial break. Kasimuya, we have another performance. You guys definitely do not want to miss that.
Hectic. Hectic.
Welcome back to Hectic 99. It is still the Friday edition of our show, and unfortunately we have come to the end of it. It's been an amazing week all about our freedom, and I hope you guys continue to have an amazing Freedom Day. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us in studio today. I'm talking about Millie, I'm talking about Sean, I'm talking about Valentino, and as well as Retro Roots, and of course SP Dance Studios.
Yay! Awesome, guys, and do remember to keep the conversation going online. Let us know what freedom means to you and also how freedom impacted your life. Now, as promised, on our stage, waiting to perform for you guys and dolls, here it is. It is, of course, for Millie and Sean with a track called Straight from us at Hectic 99. Adios!
One more time for 5-star. Hectic.
The streets done raised me. All my friends failed me. Ain't nothing you can tell me. I got the streets, I got love for my dogs. But someone gonna break the rules. Enemies gonna be picking a few tools. If you want it, homie, come let's go to war. I'm from the streets, I got love for my dogs. But someone gonna break the rules. Enemies
times should I leash? How many times should I rip? How many times should I trick? How many times should I cheat? How many times should I cheat? Green man, Lord knows, we've been oppressed by the bully jobs. Touchdown, let me rap now.